god, there's no way I'm recording all this. Oh my fucking god. The roof is tearing off. Oh my god.
I'm coming.
For centuries, many have viewed catastrophic weather events, particularly hurricanes, as manifestations of divine retribution, God's wrath made tangible in our mortal realm. The notion of natural disasters as divine punishment is deeply rooted in various religious traditions. From ancient myths to modern interpretations, the idea that a higher power uses the elements to express displeasure or enact judgment has persisted. Hurricanes, with their awesome destructive potential, often become the focal point of such beliefs. Proponents of this view point to biblical accounts of floods, storms, and other calamities as precedents for God's use of nature to chastise humanity. They argue that the increasing frequency and intensity of hurricanes in recent years could be interpreted as a response to perceived moral decay, environmental negligence, or societal transgressions. Critics, however, caution against such interpretations. They argue that attributing natural phenomena to divine wrath can lead to harmful misconceptions and neglect of scientific understanding. Meteorologists and climate scientists emphasize that hurricanes are complex weather systems influenced by various environmental factors, including ocean temperatures, atmospheric conditions, and global climate patterns. The debate surrounding hurricanes as divine punishment often intensifies in the aftermath of particularly devastating storms. Communities grappling with loss and destruction may find solace or meaning in religious explanations. In the wake of Hurricane Milton's devastating impact on Florida, many in the faith community have turned to religious explanations to make sense of this catastrophic event. While scientific understanding provides insights into the meteorological causes of hurricanes, for some believers, these natural disasters carry deeper spiritual significance. From a religious standpoint, Hurricane Milton could be interpreted as a manifestation of divine judgment. Proponents of this view might argue that the storm's unprecedented power and destructive force serve as a wake-up call to humanity, urging repentance and a return to godly ways. They suggest that Hurricane Milton, with its 120-mile-per-hour winds and catastrophic flooding, could be seen as a response to what they perceive as widespread moral decay, materialism, and departure from traditional values. The storm's path through Florida, a state often at the center of cultural and political debates, might be interpreted as particularly significant in this context. Others within faith communities view such events through the lens of divine testing rather than punishment. They may see Hurricane Milton as an opportunity for spiritual growth, community bonding, and the demonstration of faith in action. The aftermath of the storm, they argue, presents a chance for believers to embody religious virtues such as compassion, charity, and resilience in the face of adversity. They argue that the storm's power reflects the consequences of environmental neglect and could be seen as a call to better stewardship of God's creation. However, it's important to note that not all religious perspectives view natural disasters as direct acts of God. Many theologians and religious scholars caution against simplistic interpretations that attribute specific events to divine wrath. However, this perspective can also lead to victim blaming and hinder practical disaster response and prevention efforts. Regardless of one's beliefs, the reality of hurricane impacts remains stark and undeniable. The immense power of these storms serves as a humbling reminder of humanity's vulnerability in the face of nature's might. Whether viewed through a lens of faith or science, hurricanes demand our respect, preparedness, and collective action to mitigate their effects. As we witness the increasing intensity of these storms, perhaps the most constructive approach is to focus on our shared responsibility to each other and to our planet. Whether one sees hurricanes as acts of God or natural phenomena, the call to compassion, resilience, and environmental stewardship remains universal. In a tragic demonstration of nature's destructive force, Hurricane Milton recently lashed Florida with dangerous flooding, strong winds, and tornado damage after making landfall. The Category 3 storm, packing sustained winds of 120 miles per hour and even higher gusts, struck near Siesta Key, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Multiple neighborhoods were ravaged, with homes leveled, trees uprooted, and power lines downed throughout the county. Early estimates suggest the economic toll could reach tens of billions of dollars, potentially exceeding $75 billion. As communities begin the long process of recovery, the debate over the meaning behind such powerful storms is likely to continue, even as the immediate focus remains on healing and rebuilding.